2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about
Oh, well played. And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
Playing within their comfort zone there. Lining up the birdie putt here.
oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an under-par score.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 11th. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently 1 under for the round. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the 3rd.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number 1. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Nicely done. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole. Go on, get in the hole. It was on a good line. And this putt coming up for his par. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. You know what? You can hit me a 300-yard drive, but I'd prefer to sink one of those every time. What a monster.
Oh, they were just feeling this from the get-go. That is how you do it. Phenomenal stuff. What a putt.
The first of the par 5s, Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Rich. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's 1 stroke behind her rival in this event.
Here's Lydia Ko.
Yikes!
Let's get back to it, shall we? Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Well, that's a nice line. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 3 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Playing from around 210 yards here, just 2 shots behind. Opting for the 5-wood. Well, that was a strange one. Didn't see that happening. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, this must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Okay, time to return to the action. And here we are with their 4. 2 strokes off the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Good putters will make these right on 5 feet. That's well hung. And now at 3 under overall. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, this one's going right at the flag.
What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
An opportunity for a birdie here. It's on a great line. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. He's currently tied for 5th. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
What's a strange miss there. Look, they've been hitting the greens all day long.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She got one back on that last hole.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Looking good.
Solid par putt, that. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front nine, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in two. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front nine, and one they have to find the fairway with.
From around 170 yards here, just a couple back from our leader. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. Oh. Well, you've got to give some credit there. That was the right club and the right line. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. So, Rich, it looks like a nice start to the rivalry by this player after 9 holes. Your thoughts?
Luke, so far so good against their rival, but let's face it, only 9 holes has happened. There's still a long way between now and the end of the tournament.
This is full send.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. That should set up another chance. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Handy out of the bunker there. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And a chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's return to live play now. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's tidy. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
This one's looking good.
It's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. And that will take him to 7 under. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. And the 12th hole, Rich, is similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You've got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Oh, that should find the bunker. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. 8 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
This looks good. And that's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
Sitting at 1 under. Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious, you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
From about 100 yards. Currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the pitching wedge here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That was special.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
and a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt.
This one's tracking.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. Leading by a shot after that hole. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That's nicely done. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
This one's dialed in. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
That's not the one he wanted. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
A lovely shot into a few feet. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. Yep, tracking well.
Well played. Currently in first position. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hills Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Going with the 6-iron here. This one looks to be heading towards the green. That was a beauty. An eagle putt awaits.
It's looking solid.
And down it goes for an eagle. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Sitting at 1 under the card. Oh, don't tell me. Did she hold that? Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
That was a great shot at the right time.
In indefinite range for birdie.
And they'll tap this in for birdie. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Going with the 8-iron here. And should find the surface. Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
That signs off on this player's performance for the day. Well, that was a stout performance all day, and they're going to find themselves with the lead.
And it's their tournament to lose tomorrow, Luke. All eyes will be focused solely on that player.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beem, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beem, and it's the final round here, Rich. What's our next player up against as they begin it?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Certainly excited to see how today plays out, Rich. They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Time for the second shot into the first. Going with the 7.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. 6 feet remaining to the cup. I like the look of this. Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently sitting in first place. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. That's a little wayward.
Yeah, took a bit too much club on that one.
How close was that to going down? An opportunity to make a par here. Oh, nice looking putt. Yeah, we'll take that. And now that finds him in first place. Here we are at the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Opting for the 9-iron. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
This one has eyes for the hole. And this one is for her par. Oh, what a great stroke. Oh, what a shame it didn't drop. But that looked good the whole way. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Getting ready to play their 3rd. "11 feet to the cup."
This for back-to-back birdies.
Just didn't drop. An opportunity to make their par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Teeing off here at the 5th. Come on, you're better than that. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 11th.
She's played that one nicely. Okay, let's get back to the action. This lie's not great. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. A look here to get to 18 under the card with this putt. Get excited. This could go in. That's inside the range.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Already in control of this tournament, looking to extend that lead on this short hole.
Pretty good shot there.
Lining up from about 230 yards here.
Wind is going straight at his back.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, what a super shot.
Let's go to our man John on the ground.
There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 12th.
Playing their 5th shot. Oh, you've made it. What a play. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots. Teeing off now on this par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Needs this one to kick right. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 13th.
Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. And back to the play, shall we? 14 feet to the cup.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Lovely effort, that. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Come on, sit. Handy effort, that one. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
He's tracking.
Nice putt to make that one. Give yourselves a pat on the back.
I like it. 2 in a row.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Time now to take in the 9th hole. That should find the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
This is looking pretty good in the air. He's found the surface. Good chance here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Holds up, it could be in. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Here's Lydia Ko. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Absolutely. You dream of being in this position, ahead by a bunch with just a few holes to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view.
Second shot here on the 10th hole.
Oh, this wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Good looking putt. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Time to face a par 4. Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 11th. And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green.
He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
This putt is about 8 feet.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
And that will drop in for birdie.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we're down here checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on hole number 17.
And from the bunker here. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Good shot there, Beamer. So exciting to have an eagle putt here. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. Still in the lead now after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Well, there's some real momentum with this player coming off an eagle at the last. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Around 110 yards to go.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right. Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Looking really good, this one. Oh, how about that one? He sits in first position. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Going with the 5-wood. Oh, that was left all the way off the club. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And he needs this to save par. Well hold. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. From about 130 yards here. Going with the 8-iron here. That could play. And he's hit that inside the range. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
That is hunting for the hole. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, just skinned the hole, that one. Oh, what a shot by our leader. Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Putting for birdie.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Wonderful shot. Currently in first position, and I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Put every ounce they had into that drive.
This shot is about 140 yards out.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, this one's right at the pin. Outstanding shot. High quality.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
Well, Henny, when they came into this rivalry, we weren't sure if they were going to be good enough to win the battle. They not only won that, they won the war.
Luke, while they've been out on the golf course, I've been cooking. Here, smell this. We've got to eat up. It's some humble pie. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.